Yo, what's up, guys? I just wanted to make a quick video for my new followers or new subscribers to kind of give them an idea of what underground motivation is all about. And I wanted to tell you guys about some goals. But real fast, I wanted to tell you a secret story of mine that happened a couple years ago. And I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of where my headspace with that is at and what all this means to me. So I think it was about a year and a half ago or so. I've been big in sports my whole life. Like I love football. So I was going back and forth on social media with 103.3, which is a radio station for ESPN here in Dallas. So I was doing what I do. I was talking big smack, and I know a pretty good deal amount about football. And I had said, man, I'd be better than Colin Cowherd. Like, put me against any of those guys. I really know my shit. Those guys don't know what they're talking about. I'll blow them out of the water. And so turned out this guy said, yeah, great. He sent me an email. He's like, okay, I want to see what you got. He said, send me a sample video, a few minutes long, 2 to 5 minutes long, and let me see what you got. Well, the thing is I'm scared. I was scared of this camera, guys. I was so scared of the camera that I didn't make a video. I procrastinated and I put it off, and just one thing led to another, and I never faced my fear. And even one of my buddies was asking me, because I told him about it, and he was asking me if I ever made the video, and I would just make excuse after excuse after excuse. But the truth of the matter is that I hate the video so much. Like I'm so um I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't like making videos. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like cameras. Like I have insecurities. I have fucked up head issues. I don't know the scientific word for it right now. It's still early. I'm still getting my coffee in, so getting the brain working right. But what I'm telling you is that whenever I do this, guys, like that was my dream. I could have made money. That was an opportunity that I passed up out of fear. So number one, never let fear hold you back from anything that you want in life. The best things in life is on the other side of what's really hard and what you're really scared of. But number two, I just want to give you a testament to this, guys. Like, I started making these videos for you, not for me. I didn't stop and say one day, you know what? I think I want to get rich off being a speaker or a coach. That's not the way it happened. Like, I can think of a lot of things I could make money off of, and a lot more money than and spend my time doing rather than doing this to make some money or to be popular. I don't care about being popular. I'm not in this shit to be some social media star or YouTube star. But the fact of the matter is that I have a job to do. So whenever I have a job to do, I'm going to do everything I can to be the best fucking version of myself at doing that job. I'm going to be the best that I can be. So whenever I'm going through this thing, like, I have to be careful because I've kind of destroyed my ego. So it gets very hard for me to talk about some of the positive things that I did, or some of the shit that I've overcame, or some of the badass shit that I did, because I'm not about my ego. But in the same token, like, I have this amazing story that people need to hear. Like, I don't like I'm I'm telling you, I'm not a huge fan of making these videos. But whenever I get people sending me messages or comments of telling me how much that helped them, or they really needed to fucking hear that, then that's just letting me know that I'm doing the right thing. So I feel like this is my purpose. Like God and everything in the universe like created me to be this person that's gonna help people off rock bottom. That's gonna help people with their addiction, their depression, their anger, and the fucked up shit that they're going through. I used to ask myself so many times, like, God, I only did this. Like, I did 3 years for it from 15 to 18 and missed out all of high school over possession of marijuana. It was very tough for me to understand, like, all the things that I was going through whenever I watched the person right next to me, or somebody close to me that I knew do the same shit and not get in trouble. Well, I would watch so many people do the same shit, nothing would happen to them. So I had felt like that the universe had some kind of vendetta against me, like there was something that was wrong with me. You know what I mean? But over time, now I realize that everything that happened to me was to make me who I am today, because this is my purpose. This is my why. Did I want to accept it? Absolutely not. Is there a lot of things that I would feel more comfortable doing? Absolutely so. But whenever everything is pointing and telling you to do something, you just got to listen. You got to listen to what's inside of you, because I can't go to bed every night knowing that I only chase money, because I spent so many years chasing money and chasing that high and chasing some way to numb the pain of not being the person that I really should be, of not dealing with the issues that I should deal with. So, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person. I don't do drugs, and I don't drink anymore, but I still relapse. And whenever I relapse, it's a different way. It's with my anger, it's with my emotions. Whenever I allow my anger to get the best of me, and I might say something to somebody that might hurt their feelings, then that's my form of relapse. So I'm constantly working on myself. I'm constantly trying to get better. But I still have these thoughts of giving up. Like, I still have these thoughts. Are you good enough? Like, this isn't the shit for you. Like, who's going to listen to you anyways? But I just have to have faith. Like, I have to have faith, because at the end of the day, like, this is not about me. If you're a speaker, a coach, anything you're doing, and you're doing it for the sole purpose of just getting money, then that's not the thing for you. You're not going to succeed. I don't have any doubt that I'm going to succeed in this shit, because it's not for me. It's for you. It's not about the money. I didn't wake up and say, "Oh, let me go make some money being making videos and stuff, because look at all these guys out here doing it and they made money." No, that's not the way it worked. I was forced into this, man. Like, I was forced into this. I'm gonna be real with you. I was forced into this, but this was the seed that the creator created, this seed, and he planted it and he watered it, and he put like our DNA, he puts these certain attributes and these certain things, and then he gives us a certain pathway in life to make us a certain person. And this is what he made me for, and I can't deny it, guys. So I just want to tell y'all, man, like, it's not about this celebrity, this stardom, pushing my fucking brand, or whatever, getting a bunch of likes, getting a million views. That's not what this is about. And I constantly have to remind myself, because I see all the statistics that come up on my phone from the videos of how many people watch it and all that stuff. And I constantly have to remind myself that if I spend all this time, like, even if I spend the rest of my life and make a million videos, that if I just help one person, if I help one person, then it's all worth it, guys. Like, I have a huge heart. Like, I'm a very empathetic person. And whenever I see people in pain, and I see people suffering, and I see people, hungry or starving, or, stuck in their addiction, or just completely hopeless, like, I can't stand to see people hopeless. And it makes me, it fires me up. It does something inside me that I can't explain. It raises this emotion. Sometimes I might cry, but I might get emotional. I might get mad. Like, but I try to use that pain for the positive. And it's just really hard whenever you want to help so many people and you can't, man. Like, so this is the internet. I can go out and talk to people all day, and I will only be able to touch so many people. But through the internet, I can reach a lot of people. So that's my goal, is to reach people in order to help them, to maybe inspire some type of hope that they didn't have before, or push them a little bit harder than what they just needed, that little bit of push. Because I feel like sometimes, I know in my life, I've been on that fence, and I just needed somebody to push me to the other side to help me get off that fence. And I've had some great people in my life that's helped me do that. But the fact of the matter is that I didn't always have people there. The fact of the matter is that I've went through some hellacious things, and whenever I hear people, they talk to me like I had some type of like I've had some type of platform, like I've had somebody give me a leg up. Like, nobody gave me no fucking leg up. I sold steaks and seafood off the back of a pickup truck for over 10 years. I started in 2008 in the middle of a depression, because nobody would give me a job with no driver's license, a felony charge pending, felony dope charge pending for selling drugs. There was a lot of things that I had. I didn't even have a car. There was so many. I could have looked at my life and said, there's absolutely no way that I can come up from this, and gave up, but I didn't. And I kept going. And you know what? I hear people, they act like I have some, like I said, like I had some kind of leg up that they didn't, because they see where I'm at now, that I have a little something, and they feel like they kind of get, they don't want to tell me, they want to get jealous or say that I had some opportunity that they didn't have. And that's bullshit. I had the same opportunities as every one of y'all, if not less. Okay. And what I did is I did whatever the fuck it takes. I did door-to-door sales. I've washed fucking cars. I've dug ditches. I've busted my ass in all kinds of construction work. I've humbled myself in order to get whatever the fuck I need and not give up. Like, it's better to be humble than it is to give up and be addicted or in prison or dead. Or you know what I mean, or on the streets, you know. So like the people that are on the streets, man, like whenever I go talk to them, I have to tell them, like, man, you got to be willing to work your ass off. You got to be willing, because nobody's going to come here and fucking save you and carry you off to some magic land where you all of a sudden get everything that you need, because that's not the way it works. Like, everybody has to work their ass off. If you want to get money and get your own place, you got to work your ass off. If you want to change, you got to work your ass off. If you want to change the way you think, you got to work your ass off. I see so many people that don't even want to take the time to watch a 5, 10, 15-minute motivational or educational video, but yet if they want to watch something that's going to piss them off about the opposite political party, or watch some bullshit fights or something stupid like that, then they'll watch that shit for 30 minutes or an hour. But you won't watch anything that motivates you or teaches you anything. You won't spend 5 or 10 minutes watching that. So think about that. Like, where's your time being spent? And if you want to change that, then work your ass off. So wanted to go over some goals with you guys. What are some of my goals? Some of my goals is that, number one, I want to create a whole different way of thinking for addicts and alcoholics, as far as the rehabilitation system, as far as recovery, and empower people, like have this empowering thinking, and just change the system, because the system that's in place, I feel like there's a lot of loopholes in it, and I feel like there's a lot of people slipping through the cracks. Number two is I want to help people overcome the street mentality. Like, certain people like that was in the environments that I was in, that was raised with this certain way of thinking. It's this thug, this street mentality that keeps people incarcerated, keeps people locked up, and it keeps people down. I want to help people overcome that. I want to help people that's been in jail or are at-risk kids. Like, I want to help them learn how to become entrepreneurs and build a school for at-risk youth and youngsters. That way they can learn how to be entrepreneurs. We can teach them a trade, but they don't know how to market. They don't know how to sell. There's all these little things that could help help people that are at risk, or that got out of jail or prison or whatever, to help them learn more skills to be in society and not have to stay in the cycle of being locked up. So those are some of my big goals, and that's something I want to be able to speak to a lot of people in order to help, like I say, motivate them to change. I want to be able to raise that emotion in somebody, that emotion that they said, you know what, there's this one time I heard this one dude and he gave me this testimony and this story, and it changed my life. Like, that's what I'm about. I'm not about just, oh, let me get a big fat bank account. Let me get a big check. And I hope I drive a Lambo, and let me be this YouTube star so everybody knows who I am. Like, I don't give a fuck. If I could do this without ever showing my face and nobody knowing who I was, then I'd much rather be that way. I would much rather be that way. That would be a lot more comfortable to me. So this shit isn't comfortable. I constantly have to get outside my comfort zone, constantly have to find ways, new topics to think of. I'm dropping my sober training video stuff. The video series. It's going to be done before the month's up. Just trying to get everything right, and all that good stuff. So I know this is a little bit longer video. If you watch this for 13 minutes, then I appreciate you following me. I appreciate everybody that likes and shares my page. I appreciate all the love from you guys. I appreciate you guys listening to me and take the time to consider changing your mind and changing the way you think and changing your life. You guys mean a lot to me. Like, everybody in the world, they mean a lot to me. I can't explain that. I don't know how to explain it. A lot of people think of me as some hard ass motherfucker that just one of those hard guys that don't give a damn about anybody. And although on the outside of my exterior, I may be pretty tough, like, but on the inside, man, I really, really care. Like, I really care. Like, I would do just about anything for you guys. I'm the type of person that if me and you are friends and there's 10 people trying to fight you, like, I will fight 50 people. I'll fight every one of them with you. So that's just the type of person I am. And I don't know, like I had to explain to somebody, man, like the way that I was brought up in the system and all the fucked up shit that I went through, like, being hard and being mean is what fucking kept me alive. Like if I wasn't hard and mean, then people would attack me. And so that's just become a part of way of my survival thinking. So that's constantly, I'm having to change that. It's something I've been working on, my subconscious mind, really digging in. And like I say, that for me is whenever I lose my shit, man, and I get emotional, that's for me, that's relapsing. I'm very authentic. Like I'm not gonna tell you guys a fucking lie, and I'm gonna keep it 100% fucking real. Either whether you like it, whether I like it. Like there's so much shit that I talk about that I don't want to talk about, don't want to tell you guys, but it's put on my heart to be real with you guys and let somebody know. Maybe it will help somebody. So that's why I'm making these videos, man. Y'all look forward to this sober training video series coming up. If you have any friends, family that you feel like would benefit from any of my videos, please go through, watch the videos that I have on YouTube, on Facebook. It'd probably be a little bit easier to get to them on YouTube than scrolling through the Facebook feed. But check them out, man. Send them to people. There's different topics for different things. I feel like every experience that I've been through in my life, good and bad, was for a reason, and I want to help other people with those experiences so they can overcome the things maybe that it took me a long time, or I couldn't, or that I did. Like I want to help you guys with that. So that's just it for today, man. Just wanted to drop this video and tell you guys about a little bit about my goals and a little bit about what's going on. So remember, if you need anything, just hit me up, man. I'm always here. I'm always open for you guys. And you guys do the best that you can to be the best version of yourself. So if you need anything, like I said, hit me up.